ain't black, cause we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. Well, I stand up and never quit. We ain't buying shit. From the 25th of November to the 5th of December, remember, we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. This Friday ain't black, cause we got each other's back. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying. We ain't buying. We ain't buying shit. Shaka Khan.
I don't care. All I care about is my relatives. Let me drive this home. All I care about is a nigga disrespecting my relative, nigga. That's all I care about, boy. That's all I care about.
He on the run right now. Woo! I started to, God, I started to pray right then. Oh shit!
At the end of the day, when all of you biatches are talking about the man gotta make more, he gotta step up, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, rusty, ashy. We're not gonna settle. No settling. We're not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway, got it. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm gonna let you know right now, your mama's a hoe. It doesn't matter that that's your mama and what your certain feelings about her. Your mama is a hoe. She's a hoe.
I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch.
I beg your pardon?
I'm selling cooch. I'm selling cooch.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch. I don't.
Because I've lost all respect for that bitch. B-I-C-T-H. And I'm standing on it.
Because y'all got false narratives out there, and y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
Our black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
Somebody pray for Pastor. He fell into temptation line. What? Somebody pray for Pastor. He fell into temptation line. Boy, what the fuck?
My man.
I put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a bitch toes. Pound town, just left pound town. Put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga.
See my man.
I put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a bitch.
Boy, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Must you tell her? Yes, I'm speaking to you. Must you tell her where you fleeing to? Must you tell her? Yes, I'm speaking to you. Must you tell her where you fleeing to? I got into my Uber. What did I see?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Go where you're being a racist! Racist!
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. 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 Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Party with Beyonce. 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 Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Party with Beyonce. Beyonce.
Carry on.
Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. 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 Beyonce.
Hold up.
Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Party with Beyonce. 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 Beyonce.
Happy Tuesday. Hey there, besties. Let me know that you can hear that. I see you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe. If you are new, we're back. It's Tuesday. You know, Norbert's favorite day. Shout out to y'all that do know about Norbert. One of the funniest movies. I love Eddie Murphy. It is eviction and it is the last day of March. Yeah, that means a quarter of the year is already gone. A quarter of the year is already gone. People out here wasting time on shit that don't even matter, and the damn year is flying the F on by. So tomorrow will be the first. We could do another Your Rent is Due, but we're gonna do Crime is Down, because crime is definitely down, because everybody says so. I don't even understand how I got so many videos since crime is down, child. I just don't get it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. So same bad time, same bad channel, about 6 o'clock, maybe 6:15. All right, so be there, be square. Y'all make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Subscribe to Rumble. I just dropped the link to Rumble. It's like 100 plus people over there. I love it. Dropping all the shorts that I can't put on YouTube over there. So that's what I'm doing right now while I get that built up. Thank you all so much for your support. Appreciate y'all being here. Oh, times is tough. Yeah, times is tough. People is getting evicted. But you know, they're supposed to be getting free stuff over there in New Damn York. Man, Danby said that he was giving everybody the free stuff. I'm trying to understand when it's all going to go into effect. Now, it do look like he's still working on childcare. At least he's working on the childcare. So good luck to all them people. See how that work out. I wonder what happens if you got a complaint. Because, you know, people be complaining like crazy about crap, right? Even when they get the shit for free, they still be complaining. I wonder how that's going to work out. We shall watch and see. Anyway, so there's a couple of things I didn't get to yesterday that we're going to get to today and try to get through it ASAP, because I ain't trying to be here all night. First of all, it's warm outside. It's a beautiful day today. If you didn't get outside over here on the East Coast, then you is crazy. It is actually very warm. Got windows open, fans on, glass of water. And I'm anticipating, and hopefully not, because I try not to turn the air on until at least June. So fingers crossed that there will be no need to turn on the air. All right. So the sun is shining, as you can see, it's coming in. So it's on its way to setting. So it's very hot in here right now, but I get through. All right. Hopefully, again, y'all got outside today. I just came from a happy hour because our job had a happy hour today. And I said, child, I'm coming in here to get something to drink, get something to eat real quick, because I got shit to do. Somebody tried to call me out as I was trying to leave. Are you doing an Irish exit? I said, I don't know what an Irish exit is, but I'm leaving without saying goodbye, because I don't talk to y'all like that. They're like, yeah, that's what it is. I said, all right, so as long as we all know where we stand. I was like, I came, I conquered, I'm out. I came for what I needed. Because if I want to drink more, I can drink at home. I got plenty to drink at home. But I ain't even need all that. Anyway, so yeah, so they should be going now. They should be going now. I was like, I don't want to hang out with y'all. What do I want to hang out with y'all for? I don't talk to you at work. Why would I talk to you here? I know that's so rude. It is what it is. Anyway. All right, let's get this party started, because y'all, I ain't got all day. Let's go ahead and see what we got cooking. I did miss this yesterday, so I had to make sure that I bring it to you, because I need to let y'all know what's up. All right. Because y'all, especially you MSGs, I know y'all be out here doing the most. Doctors are trying to warn y'all that HPV spread through oral sex is driving rise in throat cancer. It's driving throat cancer. So y'all keep your tongues to yourself, but we know y'all not gonna do that. It says, shout out to It's On Site. It says it's not cigarettes topping the list anymore. Scientists are increasingly linking HPV transmission to a rise in throat cancer cases, and the numbers are hard to ignore. High-risk strains of the virus are now considered one of the fastest growing risk factors, and many people have no idea they're even carrying it. Ain't nobody out here getting tested for HPV for the most part, so you don't even know that you got it, women's. Then you over here allowing somebody to, you know, take that dive, and then y'all, gentlemen, you sassy straight, you MSGs ended up with throat cancer, and you don't even freaking smoke. Don't say I ain't tell y'all. Don't say I did not tell y'all. I be trying to help y'all. I be trying to help. Shout out to Cellulite up in here. 7 Mile Joy Road does not cry. See, y'all don't listen. Y'all don't listen. Good luck to y'all. Don't say I didn't tell y'all. I mean, it probably goes both ways. It doesn't say it's one or the other. So it probably goes both ways. So, child, you MSDs, you watch where you put them lips at, child. I'm going to just leave it at that, okay? Anyway. Anyway, moving on, child. Moving on. Child, Reaper just sent me this mess. Reaper, why? Y'all can blame Reaper for this. Oh, this in Philly? Oh no, it's Philadelphia bound. Of course it's Florida. Of course it's Florida. Where Skinny Boy? It says 3 women arrested after baggage fee dispute forces Frontier flight evacuation, child. If you can't afford to fly, stay your punk ass home. Y'all do know that it's tax season. Y'all know that's why it's all these people that's wilding out now, that's out here in the streets. It's because they got their taxes back.
Come to Boston, we gonna hook you up. We gonna make sure you get that back street fund. Yeah. You got a couple of kids, you don't have no job. Yeah. Don't worry about it, little girl, that's my job. Yeah. Come and buy your taxes. I'm pants, what the what? What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. And that's on who? Man had a little lamb. Okay.
At the terminal ends with 3 women in handcuffs. And tonight, police say it all started over baggage fees moments before a Philadelphia-bound Frontier flight. Deputies say the trio forced their way onto the plane, and when law enforcement told them to get off the plane, they refused. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister is your reporter live at Miami International Airport, where the outbursts happened. Anna?
Lauren, just imagine this. You just boarded your flight, you're waiting to take off, but then 3 people on your flight, they get into it with deputies and the flight staff, and then everyone is forced to the plane, including yourself. And that's what happened over the weekend when this Frontier flight was heading to Philadelphia, and these 3 women, they got into it with not only law enforcement, but the staff there. Check out this cell phone video of the moment that these 3 women had to deboard the plane in handcuffs. Check this out.
Yeah, you look good. You're not gonna do nothing. Enjoy prison, baby.
Now you're going to prison, lady. Child, they look like they don't really travel ever. Come on now. The moment
that these 3 women had to deboard the plane in handcuffs. Check this out.
Yeah, you look good. You're not gonna do nothing. Enjoy prison, baby.
This happened last night at MIA after 26-year-old Devonna Cochran, 21-year-old Dia.
Child, the color of her hair kind of matched the damn pants. I'm sure they had a good reason to be there, child. Of course, these people couldn't afford the baggage fees. Listen, Frontier and Spirit, they're going to check your bags. You heard? They said, your shit look like it's too big. Put it in that metal thing and see if it fits. And they probably said, you got to pay. And then they went and got on the plane to begin with. So now they'll be flying nowhere. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Enjoy prison, baby.
This happened last night at MIA after 26-year-old Devonna Cochran, 21-year-old Dia Cochran, and 30-year-old Nafisa Dockery refused to get off their Frontier.
No, who? What are these names? Hold on.
This happened last night at MIA after 26-year-old Devonna Cochran, 21-year-old Dia Cochran, and 30-year-old Nafisa Dockery refused to get
Is Dijon supposed to be a variation of Dijon mayonnaise? I mean, mustard. What in the hell?
Get off their Frontier flight. Now, according to the arrest reports,
You see
it
her
all started
twerking?
after a Frontier worker
I see her
told them
twerking.
refused to get off.
Child, you
21-year-old
Negroes are something else.
This happened last night at MIA after 26-year-old Devonna Cochran, 21-year-old
Child, that poor cop is shorter than her. She bigger than him.
Diajana Cochran, and 30-year-old Nafisa
Watch, she
Dockery
about to twerk.
refused to get
Watch.
off their Frontier flight. Now, according to the arrest reports, it all started
Get
after a
him.
Frontier worker told them they would have to pay for their baggage. Investigators say that they refused and then got into an argument with the employee. After the employee told them that they would not be allowed on the plane unless they paid for their baggage, they stormed onto the plane. Deputies were called, they went onto the plane, and they told the three of them that they had to get off. Well, the arrest report states that the deputies, they asked them multiple times, but they refused. Law enforcement was then forced to have the entire plane evacuate in order to arrest this trio. And during the struggle, deputies say that Dockery spit on a woman. And we showed Frontier passengers the video of the women being escorted off the plane. Here's
She's spitting on people. Isn't that assault with a deadly weapon? Who's responsible for this? Okay, big boy. Who is responsible for this? This is so, yes, it's definitely ghetto. Is this the culture? This is what y'all like to see. They can do what they want. You can't tell them. They dress however they want to. You don't have any right. Oh yeah, no one can say anything about them and how they dress and how they act on a plane, but y'all can go and think that you could tell Chili and Nick Cannon how to spend their money and who they should support. You see that hypocrisy? I'm gonna be here to tell y'all about your hypocrisy. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. Cause y'all ain't shit, you don't run shit, you don't know shit, and all you do is believe in degeneracy, and this is degenerate behavior. Oh, it's the white new systems, they always highlight us. Well, you know, if you don't do the shit, you can't be highlighted. What a concept, right?
entire plane evacuate in order to arrest this trio. And during the struggle, deputies say that Dockery spit on a woman. And we showed Frontier passengers the video of the women being escorted off the plane. Here's the reaction.
It's really crazy. Like, it's disturbing because why are you acting like this towards the workers? I mean, you know the rules and regulations. When you read the flight, they give you all the information, the rules. You know you're supposed to pay for baggage. Why act like this? That's insane.
The group is...
Woo! Woo! Ooh, yeah. That's a woman in the middle? Diajana? Nafis. All right, hold on. Where the list at? We ain't put no names on the list in a while. Let me find the list, chat. Ooh, Lord help your people. Who is responsible for this? I blame Kay and Big Boy. Definitely. Definitely. Are they here? Hold on. Let me add the names. Hold on. Let me see. Nafisa. Ain't that the name of one of them lions on what's that movie? The Lion King? Dianjana. Devonna. All right, we'll just add Devonna, child. We got a triplicate. Let's go over the names. For those that don't know, we got a list of all the names. If y'all ever want names for y'all's kids, we got some names for y'all. Unico, Cornisha, Daria, Lakisha, Taiaisha, Hala, Alua, Sharika, Kanisha, Wanda, Onita, Keisha, Chandrika, Quenisha, Dianaka, Amora, Latisha, Leavonche, Korshanda, Lashandia, Calandria, Sharday, Quadaza, Makisha, Starkita, Hafisa, Tiwina, Juanisha, Yamanika, Shaquisha, Nafisa, Diajana, and Davana. Yo, black people, you like a name that end in I, don't you? Woo! Lord help your people. Why do we not see no dudes' names on here, Bueller? Why we don't see no dudes' names on here, Bueller? Child, did I take a picture of this already? This is half damn crazy. Let me get the screenshot. Hold on, before I move on. Let me go ahead and get this screenshot, because when I cut it out, there you go. If you ever want to see who can't afford to go anywhere, there you go.
charged with battery, trespassing after a warning, and resisting an officer. They're expected to appear in bond court tomorrow, and we did reach out to Frontier and MIA for their statements, and we're waiting to hear back. But for now, reporting live from MIA, Anna McAllister.
Can't stand MIA, and that's not the reason why, but that's just added on to the reason. I just don't like Miami International, but this girl sounds like she's about to lose her voice. But shout out to the coach, child. Oh, doing the damn thing as always. Woo, Lord help your people. Hey, EJ, shout out to you, boo. Shout out to EJ, Smoking Talk, and Legend. We had a panel on Sunday on Smoking Talk's channel. Shout out to Smoking Talk. It was a good time. He said, I know you lied. I'm a black woman, and I'ma tell you. You already know. Hold on.
I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you.
Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to Night Jade. I appreciate you. She said, Lord, not Gremlin Night. Oh my God, they could have been on for Gremlin Night, right? Gremlin Night is tomorrow. Y'all be there or be square, because, child, I got a lot. It's been a long time. All right, I got a lot. Okay. Yeah, you catching strays. Yes, always. You and Kay. Yes. Okay. Anyway. All right, moving on, y'all. Moving on. Let me see some updates before we get into your rent is due. New York City Council member aide to Governor Hochul at the center of a federal bribery investigation. Y'all, oh no.
Prosecutors are now investigating whether a New York City Council member and her sister, an aide to Governor Kathy Hochul, accepted bribes or kickbacks.
Elijah Westbrook joins us live from Lower Manhattan with more on this developing story. Elijah.
Well, as you mentioned, Cindy and Chris, this is a developing story with potential political fallout involving two sisters with major roles in New York government. So here's what we know this hour. We have learned that federal prosecutors are investigating New York City Council member Farrah Lewis and her sister, Debbie Lewis. According to the Associated Press, investigators are looking into whether the two accepted bribes or kickbacks tied to city funding for a migrant shelter.
Not the sisters. Ain't no way. Call and he shall arrive. Shout out to you, boo. Ain't no way. I don't believe it. This is a lie. This is white supremacy going on right now. Look at that. She got this great photo looking professional. She cannot be doing anything wrong. They got all the money. They be helping you, sassy streets, okay? Because y'all ain't shit, you ain't got shit, you ain't never gonna be shit, and that's why you need them to help you to be shit, okay?
Political fallout involving two sisters with major roles in New York government. So here's what we know this hour. We have learned that federal prosecutors are investigating New York City Council member Farrah Lewis and her sister, Debbie Lewis. According to the Associated Press, investigators are looking into whether the two accepted bribes or kickbacks tied to city funding for a migrant shelter provider.
Oh, y'all stealing from the migrants? Y'all stealing from the migrants? How y'all gonna do that? You're supposed to be fighting for the migrants, remember? Child, y'all be getting it all wrong. Y'all fighting for the migrants and you stealing from the migrants? How could y'all do that? That ain't cool. Allegedly. That ain't cool. Child, if it ain't one thing, it's something else. This is why they need reparations. This is why they need reparations. And they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it.
Debbie Lewis serves as Governor Hochul's assistant secretary for New York City Intergovernmental Affairs, but sources tell CBS News New York she was placed on leave just last week after the governor learned of the investigation. Well, the probe is connected to a Brooklyn-based company that began receiving contracts during the migrant crisis in 2022 and has since been awarded more than a dozen contracts totaling over $200 million.
$200 million?
Investigators are now working to determine whether any benefits were exchanged for influence in securing that funding. Now, in response to the investigation into Councilmember Farrah Lewis, a spokesperson said, quote, "The council takes any potential misconduct extremely seriously. New Yorkers deserve confidence in their government. It is essential that the federal investigation proceed fairly and expeditiously to bring this matter to a resolution," end quote. And to be clear here, no charges have been filed at this point, and a search warrant does not mean that charges will be filed. But of course, we will keep you posted. Live.
Child, they better not been messing with them damn migrants. They better not been messing with them damn migrants. That is not allowed here in these United States. They get anything and everything that they want. Anything and everything that they want. Child, I tell you, some of these positions leave a lot to be desired. Everybody is a wilding. Here's another one. This is a couple accused of misusing nonprofit money may face a federal investigation. Oh no, say it ain't so. Why does it happen to be all colored folks, child? Why is that? Help me understand why it happens to be typically looking like all colored folks. What is going on? Is that white supremacy, child? What is going on? I thought everybody had it going on. What is going on? I need somebody to help me understand. Shout out to EJ, member for 12 months. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the channel members. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. He said, good Lord, the spider makeup and Waveolution. These 3 elephants didn't have enough money for their bag. Should have stayed home, but going to jail and will never be able to fly again, possibly. The probability is that's what it's going to be. Child, that's probably the first time they ever went anywhere, honestly. Just look at them. Come on now. Come on now. Having a good time for spring break after the taxes got done. That's the only way half of these people are able to do anything. If you are a flyer, you know that Frontier will take a moment at the last minute to have you put that damn bag in there to check to see if it's too big or not so they can freaking charge you. And Spirit do the same thing. They do the same damn thing. But they can mess around if they want to. They're gonna find out now. They better rent a car going forward, probably. Especially if they rush the plane, excuse me, and then they wouldn't get off once the police told them to get off. They done. Thank you, Boo. He said 200 million funk in the wrong profession. We all in the wrong business, y'all. We all in the wrong business. But let's hear it.
For headlines on your news leader at 4, a Memphis couple accused of misusing thousands of dollars in nonprofit funds may now be under federal investigation. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. DeAndre and Vanessa Brown both appeared in court this morning.
Oh, no, DeAndre, Vanessa. Meet the Browns. Meet the Browns. How could y'all do this? No!
WRED's Kwamitra Wilburn was also in the courtroom and explains what these new developments mean for the couple moving forward.
I'm sorry, the United States government is also reviewing this case at this point?
Yes, Your Honor. New developments in court Thursday morning regarding the case of DeAndre and Vanessa Brown. The couple is accused of misappropriating hundreds of thousands of grant dollars from their Memphis-based nonprofit Lifeline to Success. Defense attorneys for the couple and the state prosecutor confirmed the U.S. government may be getting involved.
We really can't do anything else on this case until the federal government makes a decision about what they're doing.
Defense attorney Michael Scholl, who represents DeAndre Brown, says it's a move he was expecting.
Oh, sir, you didn't get a lawyer for your wife? You got your own lawyer? What's up with that? Y'all can't share the white man. Wait, why are you using the white man? How come you don't have a brother or a sister to represent y'all? That's how it's supposed to be. What's up with that? This is white supremacy, child. This is racist.
What they're doing.
Defense attorney Michael Scholl, who represents DeAndre Brown, says it's a move he was expecting. Scholl says they have received all the discovery relating to the case. He says much of it involves various contracts with the city of Memphis, the Shelby County government, and possibly the U.S. government.
You have so much grant money that's given to the city by the United States government or given to the county by the United States government. And it doesn't take much to tie in the jurisdiction of the United States government with something like this.
Judge Lee Coffey says due to supremacy, state courts cannot proceed until the...
Did she say supremacy or white supremacy? Let's check it, because child, you know white supremacy is all over everything. Ain't he white?
Money that's given to the city by the United States government or given to the county by the United States government. And it doesn't take much to tie in the jurisdiction of the United States government with something like this.
Judge Lee Coffey says due to supremacy, state courts cannot proceed until the United States government decides whether or not it wants to prosecute the case. The judge says if the U.S. government is investigating, it could take months before the DOJ makes a decision.
You're in a kind of a holding position right now.
Scholl says there has not been an indictment and no charges have been filed on the federal side. He says for now, the hold in state court
what y'all use that money for?
Gives them a chance to sort through the evidence and further build their case.
We'll be working hard to fight for their innocence.
Reporting for your news leader, Kwamitra Wilburn, WREG News, Channel 3.
Child, what is her name? All right, I can't do another one. Anyway, More corruption, child. I tell you, y'all keep stealing from the government, all right? Good luck to y'all. I don't get it, but child, I'm not supposed to. Y'all keep messing around. Let's get into it, child. Let's start here. I've saved some of these things for a while. So this one says from the AP, human waste backing up in basements highlight the U.S. infrastructure. Y'all got waste backing up into y'all's basements?
I think this Potomac incident has made national news.
Did it?
But it's a larger scale incident that's been in the making for some time. And I think it's just one glimpse at a larger regional issue in terms of the DC, Maryland, Virginia area that has faced chronic sanitary sewer overflow and basement backup issues for some time. No. Who's responsible for this, Bueller? Who's responsible for this? Maryland, Virginia area that has faced chronic sanitary sewer overflow and basement backup issues for some time.
Oh, that's recent.
I walked downstairs to a pretty terrible smell of sewage, which unfortunately I had been familiar with because we had experienced 2 sewage floods in the previous months before this incident, one on November 11th and the other one on December 17th. At a point, if we weren't taking gallons of sewage water in buckets from the toilet and throwing it outside, we were going to, be in a situation where
my God, yo, you gotta, that could be anybody's shit, like literally, and you gotta go get that shit. It could be anybody's shit, and now you gotta get the shit out of there. Oh my God. What is going on? Oh my goodness. Thank you, boo. He said incorrect. I'm in the right profession, ain't going to jail for nobody, but I bet they will blame Trump for the nonsense because Trump bad. Child, you already know it's always Donald Trump's fault.
Because Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist!
Already know, but I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna have to leave that house for foreclosure. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. You gotta sit there and you just gotta smell shit. You know what sewage smells like, y'all? It's some of the most disgusting. You know how you go past one of them power plants and it be funky and stinking, especially when it rains? In Jersey, they got a lot of power plants, so it be funky. That's another reason why Jersey sucks. But then if you go and and you smell sewage and you know what sewage smells like, or one of those places, what is it called? The refinery, or where they dump trash. That might be a refinery. It be funky AF. Imagine that pulling up into your house and then you got to get all your hands into it and shit. Or you sleeping and all of a sudden it's like, shit, literally. And then you got to get up out your sleep to go dump it the hell out, because if you wake up, you can't pee, you can't take it. I can't like this. I can't live like this. Ashy Foot is up in here. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much. He said, dang, even my pad in Nigeria looks better than this. Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out to you, boo. I see you. I appreciate you. This is disgusting. We've seen some shit, like literally, but this is the worst. Reaper, thank you, boo. He said, why you acting like Mama Tina gumbo ain't good? I wonder if that's what it smelled like where Mama Tina's gumbo was. That's why they took it down. Allegedly. Don't be trying to get me in trouble.
If we weren't taking gallons of sewage water in buckets from the toilet and throwing it outside, we were going to, be in a situation where our whole basement would be underwater.
It's not only a matter of a foul smell, a potential risk to human and public health. It's also a mental and psychological impact of these
Yes, it's mentally impacting me right now.
Repetitive exposures happening over and over again, and what that means for the quality of life of residents in Baltimore and beyond.
Is Baltimore?
The industry says something like more like $100 billion a year is really needed in capital needs for the sector to keep up with things like aging infrastructure, climate change. So there's a huge gap because current spending is only a fraction of that amount. So because of that, a lot of important projects aren't getting carried out. And that's why I think we're going to see probably more incidents like we saw with the Potomac sewage spill, where utilities are just kind of barely keeping pace.
Yeah, nobody's concerned about infrastructure. I feel like I talked about that like a week or two ago. They too busy minding the business that don't pay them instead of really focusing on the shit that kind of really matters. But child, you can't tell nobody nothing, child. Gone. And then when some shit goes wrong, pause, literally, then don't get upset. And when we don't have any empathy and sympathy, we do not care. We don't care. Y'all don't care. Y'all not worried about it. We not worried about it. Okay. Moving on. All right. We in New York. Renters struggle to find Manhattan apartments as inventory falls for 24 months. I thought there was places to live. Well, maybe there's not. What's going on in the NYC? Shout out to Ma'am Danby.
Hard to rent an apartment in Manhattan, and it's been getting even more difficult. Data shows the borough's inventory of rentals hit a record 24-month decline. And Fox 5's Jennifer Williams has the supply and demand issue that's plaguing the city.
Manhattan apartment inventory has now fallen for 2 straight years, the longest decline ever recorded on StreetEasy's platform in its 20-year history.
I thought people was leaving New York. Now ain't got no place to live. Where's live from New York at?
That's really a symptom of a bigger problem, which is the housing shortage. Since at least 2010, the city did not add enough housing.
How difficult has it become to rent in New York City?
Very difficult. Extremely difficult. There's no question about that.
Pretty difficult, expensive.
Pretty difficult, yeah.
It's not easy, you know, the apartment searches, they take way too long, and brokers and all the fun, you know, it always is, it's never easy, never easy.
Despite a citywide construction boom that added more than 18,000 new rental units last year, only 14% of those landed in Manhattan. That tight supply is pushing the borough's median asking rent to a record $4,700 a month as of February.
Renters have seen increased competition due to low housing vacancy rates, especially in the rental market.
Analysts say the shortage is decades in the making, compounded by companies calling workers back to offices, as well as high mortgage rates keeping would-be buyers in their apartments. And more than 72% of Manhattan's new construction is studios or one-bedrooms, leaving families with few options.
I don't think for—
Oh, they said F y'all and your families. They said F y'all and your kids, okay? We ain't got time. Yeah, is the answer to everything. They got plenty of room for families. Now, the elevator might not work. There may be roaches. There may be mice. There may be rats. But, child, they got room for y'all. They got room for y'all.
The imminent future, it is going to get better. And, you know, I think it just really comes down to supply and demand. And something, you know, there was all this talk about this Mamdani effect and all these headlines about it. But that's not the nature of how New York works. You know, New Yorkers are New Yorkers.
The squeeze is now spilling into Brooklyn and Queens, where median asking rents climbed.
Oh, no, it's spreading into Brooklyn. Oh, no, this is a crisis.
About this Mamdani effect and all these headlines about it. But that's not the nature of how New York works. You know, New Yorkers are New Yorkers.
The squeeze is now spilling into Brooklyn and Queens, where median asking rents climbed more than 7% and 5% respectively, with rental competition still running 50% above pre-pandemic levels citywide. In Midtown, Jennifer Williams, Fox 5.
Yeah, well, good luck to y'all, but not really. I don't know. Why do people never leave New York? I don't get it. I don't get it. They just never want to leave regardless. Whatever. Good luck to those people, child. Good luck for those people. Speaking of Ma'am Danby, Ma'am Danby fights rental assistance expansion, announces new affordable housing initiative. Well, I beat Ma'am Danby to the rescue. Look at that, doing the damn thing.
Mayor Zoran Mamdani backed off a major campaign promise on affordable housing as the city faces a multi-billion-dollar budget gap. He's now appealing a court order that would force the city to expand its rent voucher program, an expensive plan meant to help low-income New Yorkers.
Hold on. I got to rewind it. I got to pay attention because I know damn well they didn't just say that he's going back on a campaign promise already. It ain't been long enough. Thank you, EJ. He said it's called Move Your Dumb Ass the Funk Out of New York. They never leave. They never leave. All right. Let's hear this. Let me pay attention.
Mayor Zoran Mamdani backed off a major campaign promise on affordable housing as the city faces a multi-billion-dollar budget gap. He's now appealing a court order that would force the city to expand its rent voucher program, an expense.
He wants to make sure that they can get more Section 8 out there, basically, or a variation of. So make sure that the city pays. Now, they just said that they in a deficit. Hocho, which we didn't get to go over, but I'm sure y'all know, is out here asking all the rich people to move back. Remember when this all first started and Kathy said, if you don't want to do your part, then you could just leave. Somebody that I was arguing with about this, not really, but kinda, I said, the rich people will leave. They said they ain't going nowhere. Well, guess who fucking left? Now Hocho's out here saying, come back, we miss you. We miss that money. Child, I don't know what's wrong with people with the thought that they get to determine what somebody does with their money. I don't understand the thought process because those same people would not allow anybody to tell them how to spend and utilize their damn money. So why on God's green earth do they think that they get to dictate to someone else? Y'all ain't gonna go nowhere. You're talking to rich people. They can go wherever they want. They can go wherever they want. You think they just gonna sit here so they can have the honor and the privilege to give up their hard-earned money to New Yorkers? I don't know what's going on. We are truly living in the damn Truman Show.
It's a plan meant to help low-income New Yorkers pay for housing. The mayor did, however, announce a new program to speed up affordable housing construction on city-owned land. Eyewitness News anchor Tanya Rivero has the story from Bed-Stuy.
Yes, let's hear it.
This vacant lot behind me here in Bed-Stuy has been lying unused for years. It is one of 3 city-owned lots, the other 2 in the Bronx and Queens, respectively, that the mayor has identified to use to fast-track construction for affordable housing. The project here should break ground in about a year and produce 300.
Break ground in about a year. That's just break ground, yeah, in about a year. Okay, he is here to help. He is here to help. He's been in office for not a year, for what? 4 months. What is this? March? About to be 4 months. It's going to be a year. Then they can break ground. Yeah, it might not take that long, depending on how high, because you know stuff in New York goes up because you can't go out. So how high is it going to be? That will kind of determine how long it's going to take. Because if it's really going to be a high rise, he'd probably be out of office before that shit is done. But child, he coming to their rescue, child. He coming to their rescue.
Units of affordable housing.
New Yorkers cannot afford to wait any longer.
Mayor Zoran.
And yet they're going to have to wait a year.
Mamdani and other local leaders today announced the Neighborhood Builders Fast Track program to speed up new construction of affordable housing on city-owned land.
We are creating a pre-qualified roster of developers. We are cutting down on the time it takes to build affordable housing in this city.
Child, can I just say something? I'm sorry. I know I'm rude. Hold on.
A pre-qualified roster of developers.
Affordable housing on city-owned.
I don't want to live here. Maybe it's just me. I don't want to live here. So I gotta back up to that shit back there.
Owned land.
We are creating a pre-qualified roster of developers. We are cutting down on.
I gotta look at that out the back window. Nah, I don't want to live there, child. So if it's city land, then that means that it's going to be run by NYCHA, and NYCHA has been doing so well thus far. Who's running this shit? Child, why don't y'all leave? Like EJ says, why don't y'all leave? No, that's just crazy talk.
The time it takes to build affordable housing in this city by up to 2.5 years.
Here in quickly.
So breaking ground is going to take a year, and then he just said it could take 2.5 years. He'd be out of office unless they be dumb enough to vote his ass back in.
Gentrifying Bed-Stuy, where median rent increased 90% from 2006 to 2000.
Oh yes, blame gentrification.
2023, many locals get priced out.
I'm seeing a lot of buildings that are coming up in this neighborhood that are not for the people in the neighborhood, and that's a concern for me.
Affordable housing is top of mind and relative.
I like the idea that he's going to fast track the affordable housing as long as they are affordable, because there are so many of us that cannot afford this affordable that they're talking about.
But Mamdani.
Now listen, I don't want Mima to be having no troubles and be out on the street. Mima, leave. If it's possible, child, leave. Yo, why do people not leave New York City, y'all? I just don't understand. I know most people don't leave where they started, right? Where they were born or whatever, but Lord help your people. Just sit there and suffer and beg and wait? All right.
He has come under fire for continuing to fight against a popular housing voucher program the city council voted to expand. The court challenge was begun by
Ma'am Danby went against something that would help?
But Mamdani has come under fire for continuing to fight against a popular housing voucher program the city council voted to expand. The court challenge was
So in other words, it's already in place. They just want to expand it. And he said, no.
Popular housing voucher program the city council voted to expand. The court challenge was begun by Mayor Eric Adams, both mayors saying it's too expensive.
We are speaking about an expansion that would then cost over $4 billion in the next few years alone.
Oh, so now he's worried about money, y'all? All the free stuff, ma'am Danby, all the free stuff, it don't matter. Make it happen, Captain. You said it was going to happen. Now all of a sudden the concern is money? I wonder if the New Yorkers heard that part. You think? I'm thinking no. I could be wrong.
I am deeply committed to ending the homelessness crisis in the city. And also I'm committed to doing so in a manner that is sustainable for both the medium and the long term.
Jordan Christopher came all the way from the Bronx to hear the mayor's housing plan.
I came to see about if there were going to be any changes in terms of like rent so that things would be more affordable for everyday working people.
The mayor says conversations about the voucher program are ongoing, but after working to cut the city's $12 billion deficit he says he inherited down to $5.4 billion, he's trying not to raise property taxes.
The property taxes also—
Oh, now he's trying not to raise property taxes. Shout out to Ma'am Danby and shout out to Brandon down there in Chicago. Trump trying not to raise the taxes, yeah. Kathy, get them rich people back here.
always been something that we did not want to pursue. We laid it clearly that this was a last resort.
Some say the mayor is backtracking on a campaign promise to support the expansion of this housing voucher program. Others say this is what happens when a mayor who may have run on an idealistic platform comes up against the cold, hard fiscal reality of the city's budget and deficit.
No, it's the people that clearly don't know how their own government and their city works, and they thought somehow, some way that they was gonna get everything for free because, in my opinion, I'm telling y'all, they thought that that stuff from C-19 was a sustainable thing and that they could just live like that forever. So now that they have been spoiled by those 2 years where everybody sat at home and didn't have to pay anything, they think that it can just happen again. Brain rot or something. I don't understand. Good luck to them, but not really, because I don't give a damn. But keep reporting this story because we need to know what's going to happen. Good luck to Ma'am Danby. He's going to fail. Anyway, moving on, child. Moving on. Where are we going? Chicago. Woodlawn tenants unite to fight a rent hike. Oh, no.
The Obama Center and Woodlawn are dealing with higher rents or having to move out. Over at Cheney Bragg's apartments, that's near 65th and Stony, families formed a union to push back. They're facing a buyer from California who's looking to gut or tear down the building, which they say could mean higher rents for everyone. Some tenants were offered $2,000, they say, to leave even after years in the building. Neighbors and local leaders are asking the city to keep housing affordable.
I want to stay right where I'm at. I don't want to be forced out. I don't want to be told I have to leave. I want to be able to stay. I want to be able to let my daughter stay here, and then I want her to grow up in the same building I grew up in.
We're going to start this again. Because I know I just did not hear that properly. I just had something in my ear. All right. I had something in my ear. All right, come on, black man.
People living by the Obama Center and Woodlawn are dealing with higher rents or...
Do y'all know where the Obama Center is in Woodlawn, Bueller?
Or having to move out. Over at Cheney Bragg's apartments, that's near 65th and Stony, families formed a union to push back. They're facing a buyer from California who's looking to gut or tear down the building, which they say could mean higher rents for everyone. Some tenants were offered $2,000, they say, to leave even after years in the building. Neighbors and local leaders... The building is clearly for sale. Did y'all not know that? So the building is for sale. There's a potential buyer from California, and he's offering you money to move out. They don't have to give y'all shit. Let me say it again. They don't have to give y'all shit. Shall I say it again? They don't have to give y'all a damn thing. They could just give you the notice and say, yeah, it's got to be out of here in 60 to 90 days, and that be that. Much like when Orlando, our friend Orlando Minor says, when they offer you those buyouts from your jobs, you better more than likely take the money if you don't have a plan, because they're just going to fire you in the end. Okay. They not just offering money because they ain't got shit else to do. That's actually them being very nice because they don't have to offer you shit. So in other words, you can sit up here and do this. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all and this protesting shit. It doesn't work in every situation. And there's no reason that you're going to force someone to make you stay someplace. You can't force people to have you stay living in their shit. Why is this a weird what is wrong with the brains of people in the United States? What happened? What is wrong with people? If they tear it down, then it might not be affordable. Child, if they tear it down, you got to find someplace else to live anyway. So just take that $2,000 and find another place to live. Because you're right. Once they rebuild it, if they pay just round numbers. If you pay $500 now, you think they're going to rebuild it and still charge $500? It's going to be worth double. And there's going to be somebody that's willing to pay it, if not triple. And if it ain't you, it's time to go. Hope you enjoyed them years. The jig is up. It's time to go. So instead of getting on this daggone TV and making this daggone protest for some shit that you cannot force someone to take you, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. I'm seriously gonna need y'all to get together because I'm getting exhausted with this thought that you all think that you have the right to other people's shit and other people's money, because this comes down to money at the end of the day. And the funny thing about it that ain't really funny is that if it was any of them and it was the reverse, they wouldn't want it either. How come nobody can see that? How come nobody can see that? I want to live here. Well, people in hell want ice water. I want a fucking Mercedes. So you can't have everything that you want. This is what gentrification looks like. Maybe it is, but it looks like pretty much like shit from this view right now. So do you want to look like shit, or do you want your shit to look better? Do you want to live in shit, or do you want your shit to look better? While it's gone, I guess while you're not there, I guess you should do something in order to make sure that you can get back in there. But you know what else happens? People get complacent where they are, and they think things are going to stay the same forever. They just think everything gonna be like this for the rest of their daggone lives, and they don't make no plans. They don't do anything more. They don't get anything more. And then the shoe drops, which is really not a shoe dropping. It's the change that's always going to come. Life changes and it comes at you quickly. So you better get ready to roll with the fucking punches. All right. That's just how it works. It's got nothing to do with anything else. At some point in time, some of us landlords don't want to do it no more. So we got to get rid of this shit. That's not your business. If you have a lease, it'll stay your lease until the lease is up. If you're on a month to month, they can give you notice. That's how it works. That's it. You best take that money and figure out what the hell you're going to do.
Tenants were offered $2,000, they say, to leave even after years in the building.
Now, this looks like a damn broke down school. Come on now. Look at this shit. What y'all think it looked like on the inside? It may have been that sewer story.
They're facing a buyer from California who's looking to gut or tear down the building, which they say could mean higher rents for everyone. Some tenants were offered $2,000, they say, to leave even after years in the building. Neighbors and local leaders are asking the city to keep.
Listen to, I'm sorry, y'all. Listen to the reporter trying to get some empathy. After living here years in the building, child, so the fuck what? What does that have to do with anything? You were provided a service. You paid for said service. Time for that shit to come to an end. It doesn't last forever. They've been there for years. And so, thank you, boo. He said level of insanity is insane. You can't afford it. Leave. They can afford it where it's at, I guess, but they know damn well that's why they're saying this, that it's going to go up. Of course it's going to go up. It's going to be a whole brand new building. You're welcome to apply. I'd say you can apply too, but the rent is going to go up. There's not even a question about that.
Families formed a union to push back. They're facing a buyer from California who's looking to gut or tear down the building, which they say could mean higher rents for everyone. Some tenants were offered $2,000, they say, to leave even after years in the building. Neighbors and local leaders are asking the city to keep housing affordable.
I want to stay right where I'm at. I don't want to be forced out. I don't want to be told I have to leave.
People in hell want ice water, child. I don't want to be told a lot of things too. Sometimes you roll with the punches. You get told some shit you don't want to hear. So what you gonna do? Have a fit like the people in the damn frontier at Miami International and make things worse for yourself? You're not gonna make it worse for them because you're gonna get out. Anybody think they're not getting out, Bueller? Does anyone think that they're not leaving, Bueller?
I want to stay right where I'm at. I don't want to be forced out. I don't want to be told I have to leave. I want to be able to stay. I want to be able to let my daughter stay here, and then I want her to grow up in the same building I grew up in.
Imagine saying, I want my daughter to grow up in the same building that I live in. You know how you do that? Let me tell you how you do that. You buy a fucking house. You want your daughter to stay where you stay? Go buy a house, go buy a home, go do a purchase, and it's yours. Then you own it. and you pay it off. And when your kid gets older, you can lease or will it to her or give it to her, whatever you want to do. And she can live where you used to live. How come no one ever offers that as a suggestion, Bueller? All these people always want to tell somebody what to do with some shit that they don't even own. How about that innovative idea? I know people don't typically buy in New York. I mean, not the rich people. But that is the concept, child. And you probably could get better deal outside of the city. Well, this is Chicago. I think this is Chicago, isn't it? Yeah, it's Chicago. How you gonna sit up here and say this shit, child?
Residents say this place was once owned by a nonprofit focused on community stability, making sure families had housing they could afford.
There they go trying to play on your heartstrings.
You know what's strange?
There they go trying to play on your heartstrings again. The news ain't shit, y'all. The news ain't shit. Moving on, child. Moving on. Texas, child. Austin Rental Assistance Program ending. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, new at 10, a program that helped thousands of Austinites pay rent is no longer accepting applications.
Oh, no.
I Belong in Austin has given out more than $16 million since it first launched in 2021. Now city leaders are shifting where that money will go. Here's KVU's Kelsey Sanchez.
Samantha Reimer says she's been in Austin 2 years. She works full-time and has 2 daughters. Reimer says back in November,
and a husband,
her daughter got sick, and soon after, so did she. She had to stop working, leading to her and her husband falling months behind on rent.
We don't get paid very much, but we make do. And so with one of us being out of work, nowadays it's a 2-parent household or a 2-income household is necessary.
Now they're facing eviction. Reimer tried to apply for the city's I Belong in Austin rental assistance program a few times, but didn't get accepted.
We're at a loss.
It's a lottery system distributed by the nonprofit group El Buen Samaritano. Depending on eligibility, people can apply and get picked through a draw. However, city leaders say they were forced to alter the program and focus on helping people avoid eviction or just get them through the process.
Oh, they had to change how they was doing it. They said the jig is up. They said your time is up. Sorry that you're sick, man, but the jig is up. The jig is up.
I'm going to pay evictions off, but I want to stay in my home.
Staff at El Buen say
everyone wants to stay. It's nice to want, isn't it? Listen, that's not me being rude or anything. It's the facts. You own nothing, you don't get a say. It's as simple as that. But when I've been trying to talk about owning, remember, I said, remember that building, the high rise, I believe it was in Florida and Miami. And they was like kicking people out. And they was like, I've lived here for 60 years. I'm like, renting? People in the comments, everybody doesn't want to own. That's fine. Then don't get mad when the shit that belongs to someone else, they decide that they want to do something with their shit that you don't agree with. You got to roll with the punches. You don't own anything. Ownership doesn't matter. Cool, fine. Yeah, I keep begging Ma'am Danby and shit.
Say that about 2,000 people would apply each month, but only 100 families would get randomly selected. Unfortunately, the city says the money just wasn't there, but there are other options. Dr. Rosa Maria Murillo with El Buen says right now there are 2 programs that are focusing on homeless prevention.
Oh, if it's not one program, it's another program. It's always a program. Y'all need a program. We're going to have a program, and we're going to have a program tomorrow and a better program the next day, child. You just apply for the program. Maybe you'll be eligible for the program. If not, we got another program because there's always been a program for you. Now, mind you, there's probably people stealing from said program, but child, there's always a program.
And anti-displacement. Murillo adding, even if you're not facing eviction and are behind on rent, there are resources.
The most important step is,
even if you're not behind and you're not facing eviction, there's still some program out there to help you and give you money. I guess we can understand why people think that this is okay and what they expect, yeah? Did you hear that? Hold on, let's rewind it. Let's rewind it.
2 programs that are options. Dr. Rosa Maria Murillo with El would apply.
I want to stay in my home.
Staff at El Buen say that about 2,000 people would apply each month, but only 100 families would get randomly selected. Unfortunately, the city says the money just wasn't there, but there are other options. Dr. Rosa Maria Murillo with El Buen says right now there are 2 programs that are focusing on homeless prevention and anti-displacement. Murillo adding, even if you're not facing eviction and are behind on rent, there are resources.
Yeah, if you just want some money, child, it's out there. if you just want some money, child, it's out there. All you gotta do is want it. We got y'all.
Most important step is to reach out early and call us.
Yeah, call us.
City leaders say they're also looking into putting more money into those prevention programs and working with other local organizations.
We have to be able to use our dollars in the most effective way.
LTM.
And given that we just don't have as much as we used to, we're going to target.
See, I see this man and it's like, no, not attracted to him in any way, shape, or form. Shout out to CGA. He had a good show today. Speaking of attractive men. This man on the screen is definitely LTM.
Get those resources to the families that need it the most.
Families like Reimers who just want to keep a roof over their head. In Austin, Kelsey Sanchez, KVUE News.
The last batch of applications were accepted through March 7th.
No.
Those are in the process of being distributed. For more information about this story, head to our website.
Yeah, no, that's enough. Thank you, that lady. Moving on, child. Moving on. Let's go over to NBC Ohio legend and CIP. Issues continue with home lease-to-own program. Oh, well, at least they was trying to own something. Let's see what's going on here.
A decade, families in one central Ohio community believed they were working toward home ownership.
That was taken away with just a letter on the door. One of those families was watching NBC4 when they realized it was happening to other people too.
They reached out to investigative reporter Isabel Cleary for help. Isabel is now getting results again. Isabel?
Jen and Jared, I spoke with families who signed up for a lease purchase program, pay rent for a set amount of time, then get the chance to buy. We've told you about these deals before. In this case, more than a decade into the program, people in one Mount Gilead community were told they'd never be able to buy until NBC4 Investigate started asking questions. This neighborhood in Mount Gilead was advertised to residents as a lease purchase program. Developers get tax incentives, market them to individuals below a certain income level who pay rent until the home is 15 years old. Then those renters have the option to buy. My brother lives in the community as well, and we knew that was a long-term option to buy the home after you lived in the community for so long. So that seemed like a good fit for me. Melissa Chilcote moved to the Chartwell Green community in 2012 and signed this lease reading, "Congratulations, by qualifying to rent your home, you are also eligible to purchase the home under a lease purchase program." My kids were little, so they were 2 and 3 when I moved in. My oldest one was 8 at the time. So we moved in, they ran upstairs, they picked which room they wanted, that whole exciting thing. That same document states she can buy her home after December 2023. But that date came and went. No word from Woda Cooper Companies, the company that owns the homes. Then in September 2024, a shock, not just for her, but for the entire community. Just a letter on the door. They didn't even hand it to us. That letter reading in part, "We learned that we did not elect the lease purchase option. Therefore, you do not have the option to purchase the home. We apologize for the misunderstanding."
Oh, no, that ain't right. Oh, no, that ain't right. What the? I'm not laughing at this. I'm just laughing because this is crazy. Congratulations on one letter. It says you are able to buy your home. Now, all these years later, child, we checked the wrong box. Child, just find a lawyer and sue these people. Like, come on now. Come on now. This is not newsworthy. Sue them. Just sue them. That's crazy. My bad. They basically put a note on the door and say, my bad. No. Where's what is it? Them lawyers that do pro bono. Where them pro bonos at? Bring them on. Bring them out.
Woda admitted to making a mistake, which meant these renters wouldn't become homeowners. It was upsetting knowing I've been paying towards my home, it's my house. So I think one of the biggest thing is I think they're playing with the community. And would you have stayed this long for 13 years if you thought you couldn't buy the home? No, absolutely not. I reached out to Woda Cooper Companies asking why this mistake happened. At first, they said those in the community could buy their homes. I reminded them of this 2024 letter saying otherwise, and I received a new statement reading in part, "It came to our attention that prior to 2018, we mistakenly included purchase language in the leases of some early residents. Although our 2024 notice was correct, we are working with these early residents to allow them to purchase their homes." Woda confirmed to me that Chilcote and neighbors could buy their homes. 8 days after I reached out to Woda, Chilcote got this in the mail. While the Chartwell Green owner did not elect to participate in the program, we believe that OHFA may agree to allow you to purchase your home. I think they literally were planning on people not stepping up, not saying anything, and just hoping that we overlooked it or we didn't keep copies of our original leases that we signed.
Oh, okay, girl. Hold on. I was about to say, as long as you got that shit still in writing.
8 days after I reached out to Woda, Chilcote got this in the mail. While the Chartwell Green owner did not elect to participate in the program, we believe that OHFA may agree to allow you to purchase your home. I think they literally were planning on people not stepping up, not saying anything, and just hoping that we overlooked it or we didn't keep copies of our original leases that we signed or this addendum. Melissa tells me she and others are ready to buy and are waiting for next steps. And actually, she tells me that there were some inspections today, and we are going to stay on top of that. Now, we have covered the lease option program quite a bit. And what I've uncovered is while the idea behind it is well-intentioned, in many cases, it has not been executed as expected. If you are in this situation or know someone who is anywhere in the state, please reach out to us as we continue to investigate this program.
Thanks for.
Now listen, I know y'all don't want to hear it, and I know you're going to say it's white supremacy, but y'all, the white people kept their shit, and they said, nah, we not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. All right? They gonna get this house. They're gonna get this house. They said, we kept the original lease. They thought we wasn't gonna keep the original lease where them words is right there. That's why I'm like, the words are right here, y'all. We talking about, oh, we checked the wrong box. My bad. Child. They said, we getting this damn house. Okay, blacks, see what you can learn from the whites. I know you don't like to follow white people unless you got their hair. I know you don't like to listen to white people unless you want their money. I know y'all don't want to listen to white people unless you're looking for something from the government. I know. I'm just saying, they kept their shit, they kept it together, they kept it straight, and then they had it. They said, oh no, here you go. Oh no, here you go. And they gonna win. There's no way that they can't. So shout out to them. Anyway, moving on. That's crazy though. Child, we forgot to we checked the wrong box. Shit. Oh my goodness. Where we at? San Diego, child, California. Mixed status families could lose Section 8 vouchers. Oh no, not the Section 8. Come on, child.
Trump administration continues to focus on illegal immigration enforcement.
Child, why they bring up
Trump's name? War is going on.
Why they bring up Trump's name for this story? What the hell they bring him up for this story for? These reporters ain't shit.
Okay, well, as the Trump administration continues to focus on illegal immigration enforcement, that while a war is going on in Iran, there is a new proposed rule targeting rental help.
You hear that? While there's a war going on in Iran, the shade, child, the shade. These reporters ain't shit. Biased much?
Okay, well, as the Trump administration continues to focus on illegal immigration enforcement, that while a war is going on in Iran, there is a new proposed rule targeting rental help for mixed status immigrant households.
NBC7's
Wait, what? Hold on. What?
Immigration enforcement, that while a war is going on in Iran, there is a new proposed rule targeting rental help for mixed status immigrant households.
I'm about to shut this shit down. I am about to shut this shit down. They're going to help an immigrant one way or the other. Now, I don't know if it's illegal, so maybe I should calm down. But what I will say is that all the rest of y'all that are Americans already, they ain't thinking about y'all, coloreds, blacks. They ain't thinking about y'all. Not one bit. Mixed status families. What the fuck? Let me rewind it again, child.
To focus on illegal immigration enforcement, that while a war is going on in Iran, there is a new proposed rule targeting rental help for mixed status immigrant households.
NBC7's MG Perez tells us the change targets millions of people surviving with Section 8 vouchers.
The HUD rule being proposed would no longer allow mixed status families to live together.
That's the hard truth Gilberto Vera wants you to know. He's with the Legal Aid Society of San Diego. The nonprofit law firm is ready to offer free legal services to lower income renters who use Section 8 federal funding. In this proposal from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD moves to close mixed status households, ending a so-called roommate loophole. Vera says in most cases, they aren't roommates. They're family members who are not yet U.S. citizens.
So they're saying, so they've been overlooking it. So in other words, you on Section 8, you can't have your illegals, family, relatives, whatever, living with you under the federal Section 8 money that the HUD is giving to you. Okay, child. Child, I was a little concerned at first. So they said, tell your people they gotta go, or you're gonna lose your shit. Tell your people they gotta go, or you're gonna lose your shit. It's up to you. It's up to you. You're not supposed to have anybody in your house anyway, because your Section 8 has the list of the people who's supposed to live there. So it's typically a parent, I'll just say a parent and their kids, typically. Sometimes you'll have a husband and a wife or two people together with their kids, and then sometimes that'll be a thing. But they list who can live there. And then if you have people to come over and stay, they can stay like a week, maybe 2, depending on what the lease or whatever says. But child, they basically saying, oh, we know you got your family members up in here, and they got to go, or you about to lose your shit. They just starting to figure this out. EJ, I apologize, but he said the program say we ain't saving you, but Trump bad. Child, all this is crazy. This is too much. It's too much thinking tonight for me to be paying attention to this shit. Y'all hit the like button for me, subscribe if you are new.
It would force households and families to essentially either split up or lose a very valuable housing subsidy.
Right now, if a
so this dude is going to provide free services, probably to fight against this, but let me not assume.
They're split up or lose a very valuable housing subsidy.
Right now, if a family wants to qualify for Section 8 vouchers in one of these apartments, for instance, as long as one of them is legally documented, the rest of the family can live here too.
Wow, they probably been getting away with a lot out there in California. So they was like, child, long as one of y'all is legal, bring all the family members over, child. You can all live together. Now they want to stop it.
As long as one of them is legally documented, the rest of the family can live here too. HUD is direct in the change it wants to make to the law, saying, quote, illegals, ineligibles, and fraudsters, pack your bag.
Ooh, that's what's written in the damn thing. It sure is. Illegals, ineligibles, and fraudsters. Oh, no, not the fraudsters. Lord help your people.
End quote.
So they would have to choose between keeping this subsidy that for many might be the only thing keeping them from homelessness, or removing a household member.
The San Diego Housing Commission has the largest Section 8 voucher program in the city of San Diego.
Wow.
This complex in City Heights is one of the places families can live, Juniper 1 and Juniper 2. More than 16,000 low-income households in the city of San Diego receive Section 8. These dots on a map show apartments where families live that the new proposal could potentially impact. In a written statement, Scott Marshall with the San Diego Housing Commission told NBC7 SDHC is closely reviewing the proposed rule. We will communicate with our rental assistance families directly about any impacts they may experience if the rule is adopted.
That is just going to increase the amount of admin and time staff spent to implement this in situations where current housing authorities barely have enough money to operate their current programs.
There is still time for families with Section 8 housing to be heard on this proposal. HUD will accept public input until April 21st. After that, a decision will be made on whether to change the policy or not. MG.
I'm pretty sure there's something in the big, beautiful bill that means that y'all gonna have to change it. I could be wrong. I don't know. Let's look at an eviction, y'all. This one is, they're both about the same amount of time. Let's look at an eviction, or what is his name? Oh no, this one is from Blue Body Cam. All right, so we're killing two birds with one stone. Shocking fight breaks out over apartment eviction. Oh no. Lord help your people.
On December 30th, 2023, officers were dispatched to an apartment where an eviction turned violent after family members claimed a gun was pulled during a fight.
Who pointed? One at a time. Who?
That's on. The whole time he's saying, "Why stop picking stuff up?"
He's not playing gun. We gotta go. Okay, so who pointed the gun?
Nobody.
If y'all don't come get your people, okay, come get your people.
Ain't nobody handle guard. We talking about he need to be taking more guard. Okay.
Who
got the police? He did.
No.
Nobody has a 69. I mean, I was out here earlier just a second ago. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
already did. Okay, hey, listen. You gotta pay it. Okay. We'll get you a problem.
You want this for a little bit? You don't have anything in the pocket or anything? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just here. Look,
I'm gonna just let you know this. I'm gonna let you do this because I know I ain't got nothing, but this is bullshit. I should have handled that with y'all first.
It's gonna make sense. Nobody has to. No.
This is why it's just my boss.
Was she involved in all this?
No, she's been in there the whole time. The whole time we kept her in the car.
No.
He's down here. Right here.
I wasn't out here.
You just got out the car from over there?
I did. Yeah.
I just put you catching up with the random kind of thing. Not interested in that. Just.
Well, they just handcuffing everybody. It's probably the best thing to do because you don't know what's going on. So shout out to them for complying instead of causing a ruckus and making shit worse, child. Thank you, boo. He said, hit the like button, ghetto activity incoming. For show. Yes, y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Share the daggone stream. I appreciate y'all for being here.
This over there so I can see to make sure everybody that I did pat down. These are them. They've been talking about something I'm going to drop down. Yeah. All right, just hanging up for weapons.
In the car. In the car.
Ain't that the dude that sing, said have dripped on a memory bliss from you, or however it go? Ain't that who that look like? In front of the kids?
All right, boss. Over there. So, let me just quickly pat you down real quick.
Yeah, you're
just I don't want to get, yeah, you put it right there. Appreciate it. Thank you, Fit. I'm going to just put this right here.
That the gun he come out that way?
We were just out there. All right. You can watch. Over there. Yeah, you can talk. Yeah.
Big one and some cups.
You said multiple or you said 4?
Yeah.
So she got her stuff first. Look, you jumped up and look what they did. Look, they did. They touched me, and I told you let them folks slap me. That they slapped my phone out my hand. Some people got mad, man.
Now, why it always got to be an extra ass? Yeah, child.
What did the leasing office guy say?
And then when they came in, they like, nah, we won't go because she lied. She haven't turned the key in. She lied to him. And he like, I ain't got to take the key.
Did you just call the police, right?
Yeah.
Who just said had a gun?
The one, the brother wanted.
What? Who?
The brother, the one. He pointed out, I want to take charge of it. She trying to throw it. He had a blue light. But that's a brother. That's a brother. Because he kept running up on me. Yeah, he was like, nigga, I should do something. Yeah, they got the jumpsuit thing. That's all they found.
What's the leasing officer guy said you can stay here?
I want to take out charge. Yeah, he told me I can stay in the seats because he like, y'all just get y'all shit. And they were like, nah, we want to go now. You know how they were. And they be like, nah, I'm trying to come. He said, I'm trying to do both. Go ahead. So then they started. No, I told you just have a seat for me. Just chill. Yeah.
Oh,
and then he started being like,
did you ever see a gun?
Yeah.
I just went there and checked everybody. I didn't see no gun.
They put it up. They seen me I was on the phone the whole time. They like, 911 coming. So he left. And the other one was in my face. Then they knocked my phone in my hand. When I was calling out, and she put her feet on it, and she was trying to knock it away from me. I'm like,
child, y'all be wasting the oppressor's time with all this, child.
What did the leasing office say after we left?
He just because he had left. He went back to the leasing office, but he wanted him out by 2 so we can lock up the door.
You have their number, the leasing office.
I didn't. He was the only one that's in the office, so I had to walk up there the first time.
No, I don't think we did.
Thanks for calling our community. He's the only one that was in the office by himself. If you prefer text messaging, press 1. Want to think about it? Press 2 to advise you.
Oh my God.
He's probably not gonna ask because he's the only one in there. And we
shit, I didn't even see them eyes. Ooh! Child, those eyes and that blackness just came out of nowhere. Did y'all see that?
Trying to get in contact with the leasing office because they were supposed to be moving out today, and apparently
moving out or getting evicted.
He's saying that they giving him extra time or something like that. But,
he did not give him extra time.
So I'm trying to get that cleared up, and then I'll type a 15 and get out of here. Yeah. Can you keep trying to get in contact with them? I just gotta sit here and I gotta get everybody's side of the story.
What is the extra time? He didn't get out.
This is not very pro-black.
Offers text communication. If you prefer text messaging, press 1. Want to think about it? Press 2 to decide later. Thank you. We will connect your call in 1 moment.
What's your name, ma'am?
Chandrika Reed.
Can you spell it for me?
S-H-A-N-D-R-I-K-A. Reed, R-E-I-D.
R-E-I.
They came down here yesterday too. They was here. This officer was here yesterday, last night, because he made an assumption where he was going to shoot somebody. And they told me to make a call.
And what's a good?
Imagine having to always deal with shit like this. People can't handle their own damn lives with their own damn people.
She'd be better off coming down and taking out a personal home or what call out on it too, right?
Yeah, they already told me. We discussed this yesterday. I'm taking the TPO out in a restaurant.
Yeah, because you don't want them to come back.
You were president and your father, right?
Yes.
What's your name?
Michael Reed.
Michael.
M-I-C-H-A-E-L.
A-E-L.
Reed, R-E-I-D.
R-E-I.
We gotta ask Shadrika. Shadrika.
1 second. It's still sign up. I did, but I've been telling.
Hello, this is Officer Hardy. Cut that in place. What? Can you hear me?
It's still me.
Yes, I can.
Okay. What's did you give I guess the other gentleman extra time?
Yes, sir. I actually gave him time, but I found out that I was incorrect in that actually told her he is on the lease and that she's vacating today. He actually needs to be out there. She's out, so he needs to be out now.
Okay. Can you make your way down here and take possession of the keys?
She has to come into office and bring the keys.
Bring them to me. So I can fill out the
phone is ringing.
Are you done getting stuff out?
I got everything.
Okay, if you want to make your way down here, and then sir, if he's still inside his property after you take possession of the keys, if you want to file criminal charges as far as trespassing, just make your way down here. We're probably gonna be here for a second.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Listen, we're not doing this back and forth anymore. I'm writing this up, but you and all your stuff gotta go. I just talked to the holder right now. He said if you're not on the lease, you're listening. You're not on the lease. Listen. You're not on the lease. And then 2, he said that she's about to turn the keys in, so everything gotta be gone. Yeah. They're evicted. This is all their stuff. She's about to go turn her keys in and sign the papers now.
But eviction, or they're just willingly leaving?
I think they're willingly leaving. Like they
gotta evict. If he's been living here, they gotta evict. No, she can leave, like turn and whatever she wants to do, but they're gonna have to evict him if he lives here.
Okay. I'll turn the keys in then. Y'all don't have anything else in here, right? Y'all don't have anything else in here, right? Y'all want to grab that real quick?
Yeah, they gotta get that out.
All right, grab the.
I know this. Is it all right if we gotta take this truck all the way far and then come back? But the people ain't gonna say nothing about it, will it?
No. Good. Whenever you need to grab, go ahead and grab it and get out of here. Yeah, and then once you turn the keys in, then after that you don't assume responsibility for the property. All right, give me a second. I'll get your case.
Now this oppressor is working today up and down these steps.
I need his name. He's like, I will go. What's name, date of birth?
What's going on?
No, come. What's your name? A-T-A-N-T-O-I-N-E.
Yeah.
And then
T-O-O-K-E-S.
T-O-O-K-E-S.
O-O.
All right. Who's that?
So what do I get? You just told me they can't touch my stuff.
That's a sister. Okay. And then
so what about my stuff? They're tearing my stuff up.
They're about to get their stuff on leave. They're getting their stuff and everything.
You gonna give me time to get how to get my shit?
Once the leasing officer, leasing management comes over here and gets the keys, if he calls me back out here and says, hey, that you're trespassing, then that's on that. So you're saying who do you say put a gun out on you? Brother? Good. Just bring me a piece of paper out so I can listen. So I can.
And the mom, she hit my phone when I would call y'all. Just hit my phone. Keep it on the phone. So I was like, really hit my phone. I was around me.
So you said who pointed a gun at you?
In the blue.
In the blue? The Dickie suit?
No, he won't hit me. He won.
Do you have any injuries or anything like that? Okay. Where did he hit you?
Slap off. You know,
you're my face now. He slapped you across the face?
Yeah.
No injuries or anything like that? No. All right. And then what else? The guy in the blue Dickie suit. What did he do?
He took you. I should hit you. I fucking kill you.
Oh my God.
He kept just doing it. He said,
did he pull the gun out? Okay. What color is it?
Black on the side, you know what I'm saying?
Black and silver done?
This looks like it was a nice place at one point.
Okay, where was that at when he did that? Right. Did anybody else see it?
No, I was looking at him. They was all fussing at me. I was on the side around me. I was right here. They was all around me. And I was like,
who else was in here when it happened? All of them?
The bitch had a bag, and he was in here getting my stuff. And I was like, don't take my stuff. But he didn't pull it out. He just had a bag. The big boy had a bag on.
Okay.
And the bag somewhere, but he didn't pull it out. But I figured I know what's going on with it. I can't call y'all. I was scared.
All right.
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be my shit.
All right. And here you go, ma'am.
Hey, I'm fine.
You mind if I get your name?
My name?
Yeah, because I gotta write this up. Now I got everybody else here. It's cool.
Yeah. Don't be a half.
No, you're fine. I just gotta put it part of my report. That's all. What's your name?
Okay.
Michaela?
Yeah, Michaela.
Hold on, give me a second.
You gotta put everybody's name.
Yeah, everybody's names.
Oh.
Okay, Michaela?
M-I-K-A.
M-I-K-A.
E-L-A. E-L-A.
E-L-A.
Last name Robinson. R-O-B-I-N-S-O-N.
Did you see anything?
I didn't see too much.
Did you hear anything?
Yelling.
Just yelling? Did you see anybody pull out a gun or anything like that? Okay, what's your name?
Get off the phone, girl. You getting that exercise today? Yes, and yes, I do hear the beep, beep, beep.
The owner. The owner who's
So did that read? Okay. And then
everybody here is.
And then you're her sister? Okay.
If you her sister, why you up in there? You're on down them steps.
What do you need from me?
I need to be able to get my stuff and get the man to say, okay, but I go get my shit. But now I gotta get you. I couldn't leave it out there. Like, why would I leave my stuff in the hallway and then go get you? All I said was,
okay, so you called like your family or somebody here in the Mercedes? They're here to help you. They're here to help you.
She ain't got the. She only got the baby.
She can watch your stuff while you go get the U-Haul, or you can ask her to go get the U-Haul for you.
I think it's fair right here.
Look at that. The Lord.
Yeah, we can help you with that.
Annoying.
I'm sorry. But you can go take warrants out for
Okay.
my policy procedure.
Yeah. How you doing, man? Sorry, I had to come back out here. If you, what's your name, boss?
Brad, man.
B-R-A-D?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's your last name?
Malone, M-A-L-O-N-E.
M-A-L-O-N-E.
Lord. This too much.
This is your son too? Yes. I mean, let me just get his name and number.
Okay.
I feel like all they're doing is getting those names. Lord.
He went to jumping off at
everybody in the house.
Like I said before, I'm not here for. I'm here to get my sister, my niece, and my nephew out.
All right. And then, what's this uncle?
Yeah.
What's your name, boss? Keisha. Keisha, spell it for me. K-E-S-K-E-S-H-A-Y. H-A-Y. C-O-W. Yeah, C-O-W. Okay. C-O-W-V-I-N-S.
This is so stupid. After all that, just to get all these names and the shit is over.
Hey, come on. We got to move this past. We can't. At least I'm not going to put the past right there.
Oh, Lord. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in that one. A mess. Child, if y'all don't... That dude on the inside was a punk as far as I'm concerned. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, all right. So that was one of the evictions. Getting back to this, to the news though. Vegas eviction crisis at local housing complex prompts community action. Oh no. Who the hell is living in damn oh, you can't hear? Oh Lord, of course. Child. Should have known. Hold on a second. Let's go back. My bad.
Complex are temporarily on hold now that the city has stepped in to help with rent payments, but concern for the future still remains.
Some of them will die if they go to the streets, to put it bluntly, because they need medication, they need their oxygen tanks, they need help. They cannot live on the street.
People living at the Hebron apartment complex continue to sound the alarm, though, because around 30 tenants face eviction. But local leaders and organizations are stepping up to help out. News 3's Jane Davenport joining us now live from the complex in downtown Las Vegas with an update on the situation. Jane?
LaToya, advocates tell me the city has offered to pay rent for certain Hebron tenants for the next 2 months. This decision comes weeks after residents have been complaining and sounding the alarm for what's been happening at their complex.
I think most people could see the moral imperative we have to keep these people housed.
Sean Navarro with the Las Vegas Democrats.
I was about to say the Los Angeles Democrat Socialists.
And sounding the alarm for what's been happening at their complex.
I think most people could see the moral imperative we have.
Child, is this the ABCD? Las Vegas Democrat Socialist of America. I feel like we've heard of these people before. So are they just as radical as they claim the daggone MAGAs are? You're just on the other side, but you should be trusted because, child, you already sound crazy and you look crazy-er. This is definitely LTM. This is definitely LTM. If it's a man, allegedly.
To keep these people housed.
Sean Navarro with the Las Vegas Democrat Socialists of America says he's been visiting the Hebron complex over the past few days, at one point even getting kicked off the property by management.
We've been out there canvassing and talking to folks there, let them know about their rights, let them know how to prevent eviction.
It's been more than a week since around 30...
Why does everybody gotta look so crazy?
Residents found eviction notices taped to their door.
There were people who had paid their rent on time. There were people who hadn't paid their rent on time. And all of them got the same notice.
Val Thomason with the Progressive Leadership Alliance of Nevada has also...
The Progressive Leaders of Nevada. The Progressive Leadership of Nevada. Sounds like a bunch of people that just want to give away shit for free.
Also been working to help residents at Hebron, including connecting them with legal representation to file responses to eviction notices in court. But both Navarro and Thomason say this complex reveals a larger problem we're facing in the Valley.
I think a big part of what's going on here, it exposes the reality of the housing crisis here in Nevada.
This complex it has all of the problems that Nevada's been having are coalescing here at this complex.
She says one of the major problems that we're experiencing nationwide, rent prices.
The price of rent in Nevada is so high at this point that people who are receiving Social Security, people who are on disability, their payments don't go up. So there's no way for them to keep up with these rent increases.
Some residents have told News 3 their rent at Hebron is set to go up hundreds of dollars.
They've been paying their rents. Suddenly, this new company's coming in and just raising the rents with nowhere for them to go.
Navarro and Thomason say the new management company is creating instability and chaos, with Thomason describing them as, quote, antagonistic.
They're sending, eviction notices to people who don't deserve to be evicted because they paid their rent. They're not abiding by Nevada's laws, and it doesn't seem that there's anybody available to really step in.
Where the lawyers at that do the pro bono like on the other channel? Call them up. Where they at?
We reached out to the management company for an updated response on the situation. Still waiting to hear back. We've also reached out to the city commissioners about the rent situation and if they are paying that. Also waiting to hear a response on that one as well. For now, reporting.
Oh, yeah. Keep us updated on that, child. Keep us updated on that. That don't sound right, child. That don't sound right. Peoria? Isn't that Illinois? Former Peoria Housing Authority employees. Tenants Blast organization claim mismanagement. Oh no, where they do that at?
Peoria Housing Authority's CFO termination this week and the announcement of the CEO's resignation. Tenants and former employees are speaking out about what they call a troubled workplace. They say the organization needs new leadership and that the operations are corrupt. Liz Lake has the story.
Big Tiff can do it.
I don't care what color they is, do right by people. When you do right by people, blessings come.
The Peoria Housing
So they're just gonna start all these news programs with the same ABCD type person every single damn time. Was that Big Frida? Child, what is going on?
Following the Peoria Housing Authority's CFO termination this week and the announcement of the CEO's resignation, tenants and former employees are speaking out about what they call a troubled workplace. They say the organization needs new leadership and that the operations are corrupt. Liz Lake has the story.
I don't care what color they is, do right by people. When you do right by people, blessings come.
I don't care what color they is. Yeah, I don't care what color they is.
The Peoria Housing Authority is responsible for operating thousands of family homes in the city, including public housing, Section 8, and affordable housing. On Tuesday, the organization announced the termination of its CFO, Abdul Brown, due to what they called financial irregularities with authority funds. It's something that is now being investigated by Peoria Police. Wednesday morning, they released another press release explaining that the CEO, Armika Crawford, had stepped down in early February due to an unrelated matter. Now, former employees and tenants are speaking out, claiming there were noticeable issues with the organization. Margarita Williams lives in an apartment complex managed by the PHA.
Margarita. Are we sure about that? Oh my God.
She claims that after graduating a family self-sufficiency program in August 2025, she was supposed to receive thousands of dollars from the agency.
Right now, as today, they still have not paid me, and they're not going to pay me. And I see why not.
Williams says she was instructed to give the organization her bank account and then claims money was missing. She says Crawford told her last year that she was owed upwards of $18,000.
I just pray this don't nobody else have to go through this when you're already struggling and trying to make ends meet on a one fixed income. And they know that.
A former employee who has chosen to go by the name Tate also claims financial mismanagement. She says River West apartment complex tenants have experienced years of maintenance issues, including people falling through outside wooden decks.
Running any apartment.
Wait, people falling through what? What? What the?
Who has chosen to go by the name Tate also claims financial mismanagement. She says River West apartment complex tenants have experienced years of maintenance issues, including people falling through outside wooden decks.
Running any apartment, you're going to need light bulbs, you're going to need the necessity toilet handles. There was nothing there, and that indicated to me that the money was made.
Running any apartment, you're going to need light bulbs. You're going to need necessities, toilet handles. There was nothing there, and that indicated to me that money was being mishandled.
Mishandled.
As a former employee, she also complained of inappropriate workplace behavior, like being asked for sexual favors by coworkers.
I went through.
I'm sorry. This is not funny.
So much at that job that I moved out of town because I could not take it. I've never been in a place that's all they talked about.
Another former employee says she believes money was mismanaged, preventing the housing authority from achieving its primary goal of moving families forward. She says she struggled to get anything accomplished for tenants, going to quote war for her families.
A healthy environment prevents a healthy life and healthy families, and that helps push family forward. My experience wasn't the experience that I seen that they was actually helping push family forward.
Williams and Tate say they want to see people from the Peoria community take over leadership at the agency so that they will understand the needs and care for the people they serve.
They need to be held accountable. Anybody that's in federal and they're doing wrong by people, these are federal grants. You're supposed to do right.
I think they need to do a clean sweep. The whole office, everybody that's in the office needs to have a clean sweep.
25 News reached out to the new interim CEO of the Peoria Housing Authority, Damon Duncan, for more details on the financial irregularities they discovered prior to Brown's termination, as well as to find out more about the future of the organization going forward.
Listen, this is yet another story with a lot of you coloreds. There's a lot of you coloreds in here. Why y'all doing this to y'all? Just saying. I'm just saying, don't come for me. Y'all came on here with these stories. How y'all gonna do this to each other? You do this to your own people. This ain't right. This ain't right. Child, but I think that was Big Frida. I don't care what y'all say. I think that was... Moving on. Shit. New York. Judge strikes down New York state law banning housing voucher discrimination. Child, did we see this already?
Appeals court struck down a state law this week banning landlords from turning away a prospective tenant just because they use federal.
Oh yeah, we saw this one. We saw this one already. All right, moving on. Let me see. Back to New York though. There's a lot going on in New York. Some New York City brokers aren't following new rules and still charging tenant fees. Oh no, no fees.
Overhauled broker fees last year, but city officials tell our investigative team some aren't following the new rules.
The fairness in apartment rental expenses or Fair Act requires whoever hires a broker pay the broker. In most cases, that means the landlord, not the tenant. This morning, investigative reporter Master Sadie explains how to get an apartment without footing someone else's bill.
I should be able to find an apartment in my own neighborhood.
Frustration in 2024. Renters forced to pay thousands to brokers they didn't hire or walk away. Then a major shift.
We did it.
The Fair Act passed that November. On June 11th, 2025, it took effect. As of that date, if you didn't hire the broker, you don't pay the fee. If you're forced to pay, that's illegal.
Some brokers just are not following the law.
DCWP Commissioner Sam Levine says the city's received more than 1,400 complaints about alleged illegal fees. They've issued 50 summonses to brokers, landlords, or property managers. Complaints are falling as enforcement increases, but Levine says the contours of the law are still being tested.
How much of a black market is there?
Anecdotally, I think it could be significant. So I think it's really important for tenants, if they're finding that they're being told to go to unlisted properties or being told they have to pay fees to see them, bring that to our attention.
Councilmember Chi Osei says,
I wish the hell somebody would say, oh, you want to see a house, you got to pay me a fee. I'd be like, you can kiss my ass. What? That don't even sound right. Oh, let me charge you a fee so you can see a house that you might want to use your money to pay for or rent out. Child, that don't even sound right.
Some brokers are avoiding a paper trail.
Our recommendation to prospective tenants is to make sure that your communication with a broker is through text, through email, through something that you can document and prove to the city, especially if what's taking place is illegal.
And if you already paid a broker fee you think might be illegal, it's not too late. You can file a complaint with DCWP online. Make sure that you have your lease, screenshots, the name of your broker and landlord, plus proof of payment ready. The city says fines are being issued and refunds are already happening too. As always, if you run into any issues, please send me an email. I'm Muscle Saidi, CBS News, New York.
Child, what is your name? It don't even matter. I can't. It's too much corruption. There's corruption here, corruption there, corruption everywhere. Anyway, oh Lord have mercy. WCNC, I think that's North Carolina. Renters, uptown luxury apartments demand action after safety failures allow intruders inside. Lord help your people.
Unsettling, invasive, and potentially dangerous.
Renters at an uptown apartment complex say people who don't live there are getting inside and sleeping in hallways and storage closets right outside their doors.
And they told us that Nate Morabito, even management, isn't doing enough to address security failures.
Gateway West markets itself as luxury living, but videos shared with WCNC Charlotte instead show signs of poverty.
Someone was sleeping right in the hallway right over here.
Janice Fox and other renters who live in this uptown apartment complex,
I don't feel safe because people that don't live here are getting in the building.
Say the problem started with people quietly creating makeshift bedrooms in unlocked storage closets, but has escalated since, with trespassers becoming bolder.
They just found a homeless person in someone's apartment.
The last straw for this mom when her teenage son stumbled upon a man sleeping in the hallway.
I was like, that's it. This is ridiculous because that really could have been dangerous.
In addition to the overarching problem of homelessness in Charlotte,
we're going downstairs.
Fox believes the recent activity here is the likely result of an extremely cold winter.
See if you get it.
Coupled with unaddressed security gaps, which we experienced firsthand.
Exactly. The tenants have more leverage than I think they know.
Attorney Shantae Cruz is an expert in landlord-tenant law, which in North Carolina requires landlords to keep all common areas in safe condition or face a potential lawsuit.
The law does afford you protection.
Cruz says trespassing cases uptown have increased. She says if renters document problems with their landlord, once put on notice, the landlord must take action.
So it's not incumbent upon the landlords or property managers to try to solve homelessness. That's a broader social challenge. But they do have a duty and obligation to make sure that their tenants are residing in safe, sanitary, habitable conditions.
Best Residential, the management company in charge of Gateway West, would not answer WCNC Charlotte's specific questions. But
so in other words, the lawyer said what I always say, look at your landlord-tenant agreement. It tells you what to do. Ain't no point in coming to the TV because that don't change that you got to put something in action. That is crazy though. I'm sorry. I don't want to see nobody sleeping outside in the hallway or nothing like that. Being able to come in there, bothering you, chasing you, following you. No, nobody want that. Nobody want that. That ain't right.
Acknowledged in a statement, concerns about unauthorized access can be unsettling, telling us they take all concerns seriously and address issues as necessary based on the information available, established procedures, and evolving conditions. Best Residential also said it engages local law enforcement as appropriate. A CMPD detective, considered a 24/7 courtesy officer for the apartment complex, told renters police arrested 2 people in connection to the recent uptick of homeless trespassing onto the property and game room, urging them to not leave doors propped open and report any malfunctioning entry points. The property manager also mentioned overnight security patrols for added peace of mind.
People complain.
While Fox says the property manager has made some changes,
I just don't think enough is being done.
She says it remains too welcoming to trespassers, far from luxury living. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.
If y'all want to go live there, they might be giving out some discounts. I'm just saying. Good luck to those people. That ain't right. Let me see. What else do I have? We already did that one. How about this? This looks like a Chicago. Tenants at problem-plagued South Loop high-rise vow to fight eviction. Of course.
Holding rent. That's what tenants at the luxury rental high-rise say they're determined to do after being given 5-day eviction notices.
Our Suzanne Lemonnier has been following this story since December and listening to the tenants' concerns about everything from broken elevators to unanswered maintenance requests.
Things have gotten worse. Since late last year, there have been 18 complaints to 311 about Astoria Tower here in the South Loop, from graffiti removal to plumbing violations, with 4 of those complaints this month.
It's been pretty bad.
Tyler Weddington called 311 for her leaking ceiling.
I have drywall, falling. It's hitting me in the head, and I found it in my food.
This year, the luxury high-rise failed 3 Department of Buildings inspections. On January 29th and February 2nd, inspectors noted violations for inadequate heat. Those dates were in the middle of a cold snap not seen in nearly 20 years. Temperatures outside were in the teens and 20s.
Inspectors recorded the lobby temperature was in the 40s, and some units struggled to get above 60. The problem? The boiler wasn't working properly. People were using space heaters to stay warm. Another violation.
Around 61 degrees.
Brishti Basu says last month her unit had no heat.
It was pretty cold to the point where even 3 blankets wasn't really covering us.
3 days ago, on March 10th,
This is our bedroom.
inspectors found a leaking ceiling and buckling and bubbling floors caused by this water damage in a 12th floor unit.
You can see that the floor is discolored and it's also warped.
And the hardware on a door to the alley and trash room was still broken.
It's a very scary situation to be in.
In a statement, the Department of Buildings told us its teams are
God,
continuing to
they said y'all gonna live like the poors. The poors, even the fake poors in the middle class is living the same life, child. This is a mess. This is a hot effing mess. Y'all out here doing dumb shit about freaking no kings and worrying about ICE, and y'all living like all right.
monitor the situation at Astoria Tower closely and will document any additional violations. More than 100 residents formed the Astoria Tower Tenants Association. Because of the living conditions and under the guidance of a tenants' rights organization, some have withheld a portion of their rent.
This last year, coming home feels like a nightmare. Will the elevators break? Will my heat be on? Will I have access to hot water?
Now, some are receiving 5-day notices, like this one. It says back rent must be paid promptly, or tenants may face a lawsuit and possible eviction. A community organizer with Metropolitan Tenants Organization told us the landlord is illegally retaliating against tenants.
We don't want to be abating our rent, but radio silence and continued noncompliance puts all of the tenants in a really unfortunate situation that we don't want to be in.
Lloyd Koleski's lease is up at the end of this month. He's already moved to Evanston.
I'm definitely looking forward to having them in my rearview mirror. The ownership has shown time and time again that they really don't care about the tenants.
The Chicago Fire Department told us there are still unresolved fire suppression issues at the building. We reached out to Astoria Tower Management for comment for our previous story and this one.
Girl, we already know they ain't gonna answer nobody. They said we don't give a damn. They said we don't give one damn. Child, I can't take it. This is too damn much. We gotta all right, this is the last eviction. This is actual eviction. It says given a week's grace and still evicted. The cost of waiting until the last minute. Our friend Otheno Penn, however you say his name. Lord help your people.
Oh, so the court. Oh, so the court make an elementary. Ooh, I thought this was vacant. Ooh, I mean, who else in here? Okay, well, you today, we're here to do the eviction. Why y'all let the door open? Yeah, that's what I thought was empty. I could have got shot because I was just walking up in here. I thought for sure it was vacant when I saw the door open.
Y'all imagine being a kid and you got to go through this with your mom. You getting evicted and everything.
Court? Yeah, process server here to do the eviction.
Yeah, they
can't wake her up.
What they come for?
He just made sure that he was moving.
Okay, yeah. Well, they probably trying to get y'all warning that we was coming.
She'd already told me. She told me.
Girl, clean that mess up.
Yeah, because we could have been here last week. So they gave you plenty of time.
Now she was trying to see if the money came.
You had plenty of time.
Would you have some kind of assistance trying to come in?
Assistance.
You talking about the money coming in?
No, we sent her a thing.
Is that a girl or a boy? All right, let me leave the kid alone, child. Let me leave the kid alone. Thank you, big boy. He said, I love that hat. Married men pay the most. I forgot this is the hat that I had on today. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
And I don't know, it didn't go through, but we moved our stuff, most of our stuff, or whatever. We just went.
This ain't the time for talking.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking my pictures. And after I get my pictures taken, I'll bring the crew in.
Yeah, got it.
Y'all got a U-Haul or something coming?
No, we already had a U-Haul yesterday.
Oh, okay, so was it? So y'all got pretty much everything y'all want, or?
No, this stuff going in her truck. We just waiting on somebody to come pick up my washer. That's what the man, he was like, hey, he just make sure we moving out.
Okay, now let me explain the process to you. Okay, now the rent I picked up from the court that the property manager had issued. We don't come over here unless the property manager want the eviction done. So I don't know who you talk to. They don't have anything to do with what I'm doing. I'm here to do the eviction. If you want to call them, you can. But they would have told me not to come if they didn't want to do the eviction. Yeah. You can go ahead and call them and see what they say. But as far as what I know, they wanted to skip. Matter of fact, they wanted done Monday, but it was raining. It's a nice house. What they doing around?
They
They want their money right on the first, and they don't keep they in Mississippi and they portal. They don't keep the money where you could pay online right on the first. I'm like, you don't get SSI check. This ain't Section 8 or whatever. After that, they just start adding late fees.
Fees
They
on.
try to ditch you every month.
Right.
I was like, in Tennessee, they listen to me too.
Right.
He said, let me get my pictures. Child, why are you getting this picture? Shout out to Reaper and 20 memberships. Thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you. As usual, if you are getting a membership, please make sure you thank that Death the Reaper. Thank you so much, Boo. Thank you so much as always. Shout out to all the channel members. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Shout out to Reaper. Thank you so much. Shout out to Blade. I see you up in here. Child, this mess right here. This mess right here. This mess right here. Yes, thank you so much, Queen. It's always an excuse. Why is it all this conversation whenever somebody comes in here and starts to talk about being evicted, child? I'm just saying. Shout out to Red Pill up in here. I see you, Boo. I tried to come to your show the other day and you didn't show up, but just know that I tried. All right. I left a light though. I be looking out when I'm awake because you be coming on late. Shout out to you. Shout out to Ali. I see you. I appreciate you.
Hold on, I'm taking pictures.
Take your picture. It's not so bad looking over here in that house.
All right, Victor, we good? Y'all got the bag still, right? Yeah, you want to just use something? Put something in front of it. What they say?
They ain't gonna coach you like to let you pay. I'm like, hey, look, I have something to do. Y'all can pay for every time. One of y'all $400, $4,000. We're gonna pull up that my ass and give it to y'all and tell y'all to stop it.
Right.
He said, I'm opening it up. Pause.
Back there.
You be doing a lot of walking.
Missing something.
I gotta be honest, I just cannot imagine, God forbid, an eviction where the whole neighborhood gonna know, everybody next to you, in front of you, behind you is gonna know what's happening. They put your shit out at the edge of the curb. I've done an eviction. Like, I didn't feel sorry for them because they wasn't paying me, but I've always been told if the only thing that you pay is to make sure that you have a roof over your head, make sure that you pay to have a roof over your head. If that's the only thing, I guess that's not the rule anymore. I guess you could just go and do whatever you want and wait for a program, even if you're not behind, and they'll give you money for it now, child. What is that noise?
Be on the outside. Restaurants try embryo if you're looking for.
Y'all, is that man legal? I wonder if people don't take stuff out on purpose because then they know that the eviction people will come and take their stuff out. They ain't got to pay nobody. Then they just go ahead and put it in the daggone, put it in the daggone cars and trucks. Who's that lady? It's another lady. How come ain't never no black people doing this job? I mean, the dude that's running the thing is black, but how come there's never any black people doing the eviction with moving the shit out? Y'all, here's some jobs. Shit out on the curb, everybody's seeing it. Just taking it out. That place looks decent. Child, you taking that shit to the wrong way. They ain't out the door. Is that a table? I'll take it. Old Senio gets to stand around while everybody else do the work. Where the man at? That's a dude stuff, ain't it? Yeah, this is a mess. I guess the lady left. Joe, she left. Ain't nobody got time to be sitting here watching them clickety click back and forth. We looking for arguments and shit. Child, that's a letdown. What the hell? Oh, sorry, y'all. I thought it'd be some action. Nope, ain't no action on there. It's a done deal. It is a done deal. Hold on a second. Oh, I see what you're talking about, Fi. It looks like it already premiered, but maybe we'll take a look at that tomorrow. Oh, look at this one. Hold on. Hot off the press, y'all. Hot off the press. Let me see if that's working. Hold on. There we go. Ashy Foot, thank you, boo. He said that clicking sound you were hearing is my man talking to himself in the goodbye. Like that. Like that. That's racist. That's racist. Shout out to Dr. Thunder in the building. I see you, hon. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all that's still hanging in there. There's last minute one, okay? Last minute. Sewage spills into the Bronx NYCHA apartment. Oh no. Shout out to Severe Smoke and Talk. I spoke you up. We have fun on Sunday. Shout out to you, hon. Appreciate you. Let's hear what this is about.
Brought you this exclusive story on the 10 o'clock news last night. A NYCHA apartment in the Bronx flooded with sewage.
Yeah, now the woman who lives there tells us this entire ordeal has landed her in the hospital.
All right, Fox 5's Kendall Green live in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx with the update you won't see anywhere else. Kendall.
Hi, good evening, Steve and Natasha. Home is supposed to be where you feel safe, secure, and relaxed, but that hasn't been the case for this tenant since Friday. As she tells us, her living conditions have now taken a serious toll on her health. We introduced you to mom, nurse, and longtime NYCHA resident Gloria Castillo.
Child, are you in the midst of an eviction? There's a lot of crap. Well, let me hear what's going on. Let me stop. My bad. But child, it look a little junky, don't you think?
Monday night, when she walked us through her apartment, the conditions unlivable following a flood full of raw sewage. Now, she's speaking to Fox 5 from Lincoln Hospital in the Bronx.
This morning, I woke up with a headache. I have a rash on my arm. I had to come to the hospital. I felt dehydrated. And I felt very anxious with a severe headache.
Last night was the third night the resident and her son had to sleep with the door and windows open due to the nearly nauseating odor. Though she's speaking to Fox 5 from a different...
Oh my goodness!
Had to sleep with the door and windows open due to the nearly nauseating odor.
Y'all love living in New York, huh? Y'all really love living in New York, huh? Wow. Wow. There is a hole in the wall. The tub is filled with shit yet again. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Though she's speaking to Fox 5 from a different place, her struggle hasn't changed much in 24 hours. Friday, Castillo recorded as water and sewage from a combined 21 floors above came flooding into her apartment on the second floor.
Oh, where's Ma'am Danby? Where is Ma'am Danby? This is a night. 21 floors of water. So everybody else's shit is shit too.
Water and sewage from a combined 21 floors above came flooding into her apartment on the second floor, leaving an unbelievable odor and damage she can't undo herself.
They snaked down the tub, water drained out, they left, but nothing else was done. I was left with all the backed up sewage still there.
The fix lasted a few hours until raw sewage started overflowing again around 8 later the same night.
It went under tenants' doors. It crossed through the elevators. The elevators were put out of service.
The maintenance workers' response the second time around 6 o'clock the next morning left her bathroom nearly unrecognizable.
They broke the wall to the bathroom in the back of the toilet. They told me that they needed to break the pipe in order to drain it out. I asked what caused it. He says people use whatever they use and they flush it down the toilet.
And everything tenants above flushed ran through her apartment.
The smell was unbearable. Later on, I was told that there was asbestos in the back of the wall, and they patched it up with a plastic and duct tape and left.
Just as our crews...
Girl, walk away. Ooh, girl, walk away. Oh my God. Everything that anybody put in the toilet above came into her apartment. What? Where's Ma'am Danby? Where is Ma'am Danby?
The smell was unbearable. Later on, I was told that there was asbestos in the back of the wall, and they patched it up with a plastic and duct tape and left.
Just as our crews were gearing up to leave the building, the tub in her apartment began flooding again. We reached out to NYCHA requesting an interview or statement regarding our reporting. Meanwhile, Castillo's hoping a doctor's letter can help drive progress securing temporary housing while those repairs are made.
I have a letter from the doctor stating that, I was seen here and that I was treated here, and that, there's issues and conditions in my apartment that are causing distress because of a sewage malfunction, that they need to address the housing situation as soon as possible.
Now, we've been in back and forth contact with NYCHA officials requesting a comment. As soon as their comment is made available, we will share that online and on air. But that's the latest here in the Bronx. Kendall Green.
That's it. That's it. I'm done. That is enough. Oh my God. Who knew there was so much sewage to deal with? Yeah, that is ridiculous. And the price you pay to live in New York City. Is it really worth it at the end of the day? Clearly it must be. But to each his own. Y'all like it, we love it. Shout out to New York. Shout out to all of it, okay? Girl, I don't need no doctor's note. I ain't going back. I don't need no doctor's note. I'm not going back. I'm just saying. Who is NYCHA? The New York Community of Housing Assistants, I believe is what it's called. They're the people that take care of all those high rises that are low income and care for them, which they really don't. But Ma'am Danby is supposed to and ain't done shit yet. Ain't done shit yet. And ain't going to. They still waiting for an open order from, I think, what was it, 2015 to be taken care of. So yeah, it's a mess over there. But if I was that woman, it wouldn't even be a question of whether I was going back. I ain't going back. I ain't going back ever. Never. No way. Be damned with all that. That's crazy. This is ridiculous. This is how NYCHA is, though. I'm sorry. That's how NYCHA is. And the fact that they're responsible for so much in so many buildings, there's no way they can get to it all. So the expectation that they are is really unrealistic. But people think that they're supposed to come and help them. Good luck to those people. I'm telling you, I don't get it. It's not for me to get. Shout out to New York, though. They like it. I love it. They like it. I love it. Anyway, yeah, walking in poop, basically. Yes. All that from 21 floors coming down straight into her apartment, sloshing through your house, that tub. Can they even use the toilet after all that they did? I don't know. Shout out to Supreme Tenant, a building member for 21 months. I appreciate you. Does she have renter's insurance? Look at you. I didn't even think about that. What are the odds? Because it's NYCHA and they're going to take care of them. Allegedly. But the odds are she does not. I'm with you though. Anyway. That's it. That's all, y'all. That's enough for me anyway. What is it? A little over 2 hours. I'm about to go get in the bed. But I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Reaper Stream sponsor. Thank you so much, hon, for 20 memberships and who knows how many super chats. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that donated today. I appreciate you. We already got Gremlin Night up. Tomorrow night is Gremlin Night. I might have to push that to 6:15. So, because I have to go to the gym tomorrow night. So, Gremlin Night is tomorrow. You know there's a ton of stuff to talk about. Since I'm working from home tomorrow, I will see if I can squeeze in a lunch show. So be on the lookout for that, all right? Goodbye, Reaper. Ain't no folding of the clothes. The clothes is folded as much as going to be folded. I did clothes. JP and CIP were right there as witnesses that I folded clothes because we were on the phone. So there, I folded some clothes, all right? Anyway. New York City Housing Authority. Thank you, boo. NYCHA, also known as NYCHA. New York City Housing Authority. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the channel members. I appreciate you. Shout out to the mods. Thank you for everything that you do. Shout out to everyone that was here, everyone that is subscribed. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Share the stream, hype the video. I see you all in the next one.